Hello and welcome to this Friday evening to our latest Millfield Band Fellowship. Tonight's proceedings are brought to you by the Robson family. Daniel will be bringing the now established quiz, after which Hannah will provide the all-important answers. This will be followed by our featured guest Miriam as she brings an insight into how the family have coped as a unit over the past months. Finally, once again Daniel will present to you a piece of music. I will leave it to him to explain. So sit back and perhaps there will be something you can take to sustain you in the coming week ahead.
Welcome to the Robson's Quiz, or the Daniel Robson's Quiz. We're going to get right into it. These are 26 questions. They are random, they are educational, and they are great. Here we go. Number one. What is the first Marvel film in the Marvel Universe timeline? Number two. What is the name of the volcano that erupted and stopped air travel across Europe in 2010? Number three. In the UK, we typically play B-flat trumpets. What do they typically play in the US? Number four. What country do the fairy pools belong to? Number five. What is the deepest ocean trench in the world? Number six. What year did we land on the moon? Question 7. What version Apple Watch are we on? Number 8. What is the smallest country in the world? Number 9. What is the longest country name in the world? Number 10. What is the smallest city in England? Number 11. What year was Durham Cathedral built? Number 12. What is the name of the UK Royal Navy's flagship? Number 13. Unlucky for some. What is the oldest football club in the North East? And I'm talking about big clubs. Number 14. Which country invented tea? Number 15. Which American state is the largest by area? Number 16. Can penguins fly? Number 17. Which city in India would you find the Taj Mahal? Number 18. How fast in kilometres or miles per hour is the fastest man? Number 19. What is the name of the fourth book in the Harry Potter series? Number 20. How old is Samuel L. Jackson? Number 21. What was the first football made from? Number 22. One that everyone should know. How many hearts does an octopus have? Number 23. What is the youngest driving age in Canada? Number 24. In 2020, who had the largest military in the world? Number 25. What is the biggest cargo plane in the world called? And it's huge. And number 26, the bonus question. What colour is my car? Hannah has the answers.
The answers. Number 1. What is the first Marvel film in the Marvel Universe timeline? Captain America. Number 2. What is the name of the volcano that erupted and stopped air travel across Europe in 2010? Eyjafjallajökull. Number 3. In the UK, we typically play B-flat trumpets. In USA, they typically play trumpet in C. Number 4. What country do the fairy pools belong to? Scotland. Number 5. What is the deepest ocean trench in the world? Mariana Trench. Number 6. What year did we land on the moon? 1969. Number 7. What version Apple Watch are we on? 6. Number 8. What is the smallest country in the world? The Vatican. Number 9. What is the longest country name in the world? The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland or UK. Number 10. What is the smallest city in England? Wells, with 12,000 inhabitants. Number 11. What year was Durham Cathedral built? 1093. 12. What is the name of the UK Royal Navy's flagship? HMS Queen Elizabeth. Number 13. What is the oldest football club in the North East? Big clubs. So Middlesbrough was formed by cricket players in 1876, Sunderland in 1879 and Newcastle United in 1892. Number 14. Which country invented tea? China. Number 15. Which American state is the largest by area? Alaska. Number 16. Can penguins fly? No, but they do have wings. Number 17. Which city in India would you find the Taj Mahal in? Agra. Number 18. How fast in kilometres or miles per hour is the fastest man? Bolt's world record was 9.58 seconds, 100 metres in Berlin. He was clocked at 44.64 kilometres or 27.8 miles per hour. Number 19. What is the name of the fourth book in the Harry Potter series? Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Number 20. How old is Samuel L. Jackson? 72. 21. What was the first football made from? Pig's bladder wrapped in leather, possibly deer. 22. How many hearts does an octopus have? 3. 23. What's the driving age in Canada? 14 in the Alberta province. 24. In 2020, who had the largest military in the world? China. 25. What is the biggest cargo plane in the world called? Antonov AN-225. And the bonus question, what colour is Daniel's car? Black.
Hello everyone, thank you for the invitation to be part of the Band Fellowship. I've been invited to share some of our experiences over the last year, since last March, almost a year, and where has that time gone? In our house we have an Amazon Alexa, and as you know it is capable of many things, but I use it to play different genres of music depending on how I feel, and sometimes I need reflective music, sometimes maybe relaxing music, and sometimes I listen to army music. And often when I need to add to my step count, I ask it for marching music. The music that we have just played, Peace Like a River, has become a favourite piece of music, and I encourage Daniel to play the melody to my accompaniment, as this complements the lyrics effectively. The words reiterate the message of the gift of peace, light, joy, strength, hope and love. And these gifts have been very much on my mind this year. Not only is this music capable of evoking an emotional change, but the words have a pronounced meaning. The analogy of peace washing over us as a river transports us to a feeling of calmness and safety. Although each phrase is synonymous, the experience we can have is personal. The song transports and guides us individually to inner peace and calmness. Our family is no different to anyone else. We had a busy pace of life, which included church, included work, as well as other commitments. We have always lived in the fast lane, but all of a sudden we were all required to unplug. We had to turn down the volume of life. But by turning down the volume of life, it allowed us to sit back and to appreciate some of the things that we perhaps took for granted. To be honest, at the start of lockdown, I just thought I was on a school holiday. The weather was beautiful and it allowed us to have plenty time outside. We had time to explore where we live and to enjoy our own garden. Ian got out his bike and mended an old puncher. We decluttered the house and the shed and got some of the long-awaited jobs done. We enjoyed family time, watching Netflix, board games, reading, listening and playing music, getting old photographs out, all the things that we hadn't done for a while. And this was lovely. No time constraints, no setting of alarms. I personally enjoyed Sundays sitting with a cuppa and watching on YouTube, maybe sometimes visiting as many as 4 corps and listening to their meetings. Our living room became our church and we received many a blessing. As restrictions eased, we were able to travel further and we enjoyed days out and long weekends. We were able to explore other places and we took in some of the natural beauty around Grassington, Linton Falls, as well as other places nearer home. These are some of the reflections of the gifts of light and joy, and I could mention many more. As Ian returned to work and Daniel and Hannah as key workers continued to teach both remotely and at school, new buzzwords like school bubbles, being in isolation, needing testing, all became part of our everyday talk. For myself, who became a teacher in the days of chalk and blackboard, and having had years out of the classroom that aren't very dependent on IT skills, almost overnight I had to learn skills in IT I didn't even know existed. and I'm still working at home and still learning. But it is the little things that brought me so much joy. One of the stories that Hannah shared with me about a child in her class brought so much hope. A child had gone to school with no socks on. Her poor little feet were red raw with the cold, and she came into school after being out in the snow. Hannah was very, very concerned and anxious about this child, so Hannah took her socks off from under her boots and gave them to the child. This deed of kindness, a simple deed of kindness, emphasised to me about the gifts we can share. In that moment, that was a practical gift and it was put into practice. I just hope that child felt that love and felt that peace, because the word peace is used to depict freedom from disturbance, quiet and tranquility. And although I've had times when I was so anxious, hurting, I was still able to find that peace. Take comfort from this verse in Philippians chapter 4, verse 6 that reads, "Let God take all your anxieties and replace it with peace." As Christians, we know that God does not keep us from trials, but helps us by seeing us through them. In our core family, over the past year, there has been so much sadness and loss. We have been grieving as a core, and for us personally, losing both my parents within weeks of each other has left a big hole in our family. Words cannot express our loss, neither our feelings or emotions. But it was while listening to music, reading cards sent from friends, and from some of you maybe listening today, text messages, Facebook messages, receiving flowers and chocolates, we felt wrapped up in love. We as a family received the best gift of all, and that was love. The words of the song state, "Loving you all the while," were in my head because I knew that throughout everything I was being carried in a bubble of love, and therefore I felt at peace at my most difficult time. So like many, we look over the past year and we wonder, what was it all about? But we are rest assured that the gift from peace, like a river, has carried us through. Life is like a book. Some chapters are sad, some are happy, and some are exciting. But if you never turn the page, you will never know what the next chapter has in store for you. So as we turn the page on each new day, we live in hope, we live in faith that better days are coming. The coming of the vaccine has certainly given us hope and enabled us to live in peace. I leave with you the thought that peace comes from knowing that God is in control.
I've been asked to speak about a piece of music that means a lot to me. And over lockdown and the past year, this piece of music keeps coming back to me. So I've picked this one. It's a piece by John Rutter. Now, the people that know me might be surprised by that, but listen to me. How lucky are we where we live? We live in the northeast of England and we are very close to the sea. We're also very close to the countryside. Over lockdown, I've got into walking around pretty much every single day, walking to the sea. But we have Seaham, we have Roker, and we also have South Shields, which all have brilliant beaches. We have Tynemouth, and we have Northumberland, and you don't get much better than that. If you're on my Facebook or my Instagram, you would have seen that last year me and Georgia went to Scotland and did the North Coast 500. The views that I saw up there, I will have forever, and actually we're going again this year. But the views, amazing, and it's all natural. If you ever get the chance to do it, I really, really recommend it. So, where am I going with this? John Rutter wrote a piece of music called For the Beauty of the Earth. As I say, I've gone back to this music countless times. Sometimes repeat in one day. When I go for a walk, I put it on and I just simply relax. I look around. I see how lucky we are to what we have. I look at my pictures from Scotland. How lucky do we have that for us to have that on our doorstep? How lucky for us just to have that as a part of our lives. So I'm going to play this track. While this track's on, I've put some pictures from Scotland and some pictures that I've taken. So everything you'll see is something I've taken. It's all about nature. It's all about natural things. It's all about what I perceive to be nice. Just listen to the words, listen to the sentiment behind the words, but enjoy the pictures. Enjoy just looking. Enjoy just relaxing. John Rutter, For the Beauty of the Earth.